How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the sportiest stream. It's nice to see you all here tonight. Welcome back. The second of the two series we have today will be starting in just a few short minutes. It will be Evolve Sapphire and RektGG Rash Assassins for the Champions Cup. Evolve Sapphire, I don't have to explain too much about them. They've been on the stream so many times. But this roster is scary. They have not lost a single game yet. They're 3-0. I mean, at some point they're going to lose a game. Just when is the question, really. Because it just seems like that this group is just trying to catch up to them, trying to take those spots around Evolve Sapphire. But RektGG Voyage Assassins, they are 2-1. They themselves have a pretty good run in right now in this bracket. I mean, talk about their wins. They beat Ural Diablo Resurrected. They also beat Feathered. They have some difficulties with Absolute Esports, who are another team that is climbing up those ranks, and another team that Evolve Sapphire are yet to play, but they are a team that could take down this Evolve Sapphire side, but they're going to have to put in the work to do it. Because, again, if you're going to beat Evolve Sapphire, this is a tough team. This is a team that has everything going for them. As, again, we're just waiting to get this stuff going. Send the info to both the teams here. RektGG, this has been the third series of the week that I've been booked by the RektGG esports team. As early in the weeks we saw two other RektGG teams. We saw, at the start of the week we saw RektGG versus Easy versus Hardball Esports. RektGG Easy lost in a sweep. They saw them play Ignition, and I believe they beat Ignition in a sweep. Well, now they get to play Evolve Sapphire here with RektGG Road Rash Assassins. But again, things aren't going to be easy for them. This is going to be a tough series. Without a doubt, it's going to be a difficult challenge for anybody to go up against Evolve Sapphire. But for RektGG here, they have what it takes. They again, they've proven they're 2-1. They have a lot of things going for them, but it's already been proven difficult that it's tough to even take a game off of these guys. How in the world are they gonna take off 3? But I mean, no one's been able to do it yet. But as soon as someone does, that will open up the floodgates. I'm sure people are studying this team, trying to find the most optimal method to beating them, because there are weaknesses with RektGG Sapphire. And this is a team that you can definitely outplay and force to sit back. But they just look at another level compared to everybody else in their group. But man, they're not the only undefeated team. Evolve Obsidian is also undefeated, and so is Ural Diablo Immortal. The other Ural Diablo team is the Immortal one. We're in the group with Resurrected, who did lose to both of these teams earlier in the season. But the other side of Ural Diablo Immortal is 4-0. Although the only difference with those teams is they've lost games. Sapphire have not, but they also have not played their 4th series yet, so that will change some things. I'm sure at some point we're going to see some teams start to lose games here, and I would be surprised if Evolve Sapphire continue on this sweep streak where they just keep sweeping everybody. I mean, they could. That's not impossible. That's very likely for them, but the chances of it are somewhat slim. This is going to be difficult it's going to be difficult for them to keep up this kind of perfection. Because all it takes is having, maybe one bad time, and that will change it. As now that both teams, we've sent the info to both of them, we'll see when they are going to join on in to the lobby. And we'll be ready for that. We're just waiting for all these teams. As soon as they join on in, we'll be good to go. But you're gonna have to wait for them. But again, with not so much time left, but before the start of a series, I assume we're gonna have the teams joining in very soon. And as soon as they both are in, we can get the series started. This best of 5. As a follow coming in from Mashed Potatoes. Thank you, Masha. Well, just what your stream. Good luck in your series. We'll be waiting for both teams to join on in soon. And again, as soon as that happens, we'll be underway. Evolve Sapphire. The question really is not even if they can lose, it's if they can lose a game first. But should be fun. As I do see a lot of predictions for both these teams, so that's a good thing. Make sure to keep on predicting. You guys got some time left to vote. Go out there, tell me who you think will win the series. As okay, I've gotten a response from Gerald here. That means that Evolve Sapphire is available, and will be joining in about a minute or two. I mean, that's about how much time we have left anyway, so they're coming on time. And obviously with Mashed Potatoes coming with the follow, I would assume that means that RektGG Road Rash Assassins are also here. So, hearing that, and, you know, I gotta stop bumping into my table. There we go. Hearing that from both these teams, we'll be around soon enough. We'll be around for the game, Spooky? Well, as long as your teammates are around, then it won't be, I don't think it'll be an issue, but... Not sure? Well, if you want to, I'm sure they'll give you I'm sure they'll tell you how the series went afterwards, so don't worry. They'll give you an answer. You're sad you might not make it? Well, Spooky, you can always, you know, talk with them afterwards. You don't need to be at every single series. So again, they'll tell you how it is, and by the way, you can always watch these streams back. You know I always save the stream VODs. You know I always do that, and you know I always upload them to my YouTube, ODFC, if anybody's wondering. So if you ever want to just see them back, you can always see them back. They're always going to be saved. Always save streams, unless the matches don't actually happen. In which case, I don't save the stream, but I do usually save streams. Hello, Diffwish. How you doing? Well, again, just we'll be waiting. Don't worry. Again, the prediction poll is now closed up. That means both teams should be joining in soon. I'm gonna check. Oh, they are here. Nice timing. Here we go. What rank am I? Oh, sorry about that. In Rocket League, anywhere from Diamond. Diamond 3 and 1s, Champ 2, and Champ 2, Champ 3, and 2s and 3s. There you go. Let's stop talking about me. Let's talk about Let's talk about both these teams. It's Evolve Sapphire versus RektGG Road Rash Assassins. Evolve Sapphire currently having an amazing season, an amazing start here. Oh my, a pinch off of the corner. Rando, pulling out something creative out of his pocket, goes right under all the defenders. That's a bit of a fun play there, isn't it? Evolve Sapphire now off to the races. They've already scored, and it's only 6 seconds in. But here comes Road Rash Assassins, Jelly Jams, trying to dribble, stopped by Rando. Gerald, he had to leapfrog Squatchy there. That allows Squatchy to move on through. As this one cleared away by Sapphire Lunar. Throwing it back, but Rando to return the fire. Already Evolved Sapphire playing their normal kind of game, and actually it was a little weird for them. They had to play with their sub, but now their starting roster. This could be scary, because even with their sub, many would still consider them the better team. The Spooky is that good, but for them playing with their starting roster, I mean, not many that can compete with the success that these guys have had. As Squash is trying to get the clear. Gerald will follow up. The camera's having a little issue following this play. As here comes Jelly Jam trying to walk his way through the defense, but he has no boost. Does get the dunk, though. Great play from Jelly Jams, but... I mean, there's always a Sapphire player there. Rando now. Off the corner, he's bumped. It's in the midfield. A couple players committing here from RektGG. And Gerald will miss it. Squashy, he'll still save his player, even with the mistake. Evolve Sapphire just convert it to offense. As the RektGG Road Rash Assassin's trying to answer back here, but there's not much you can do when Evolve Sapphire are continuing to add pressure. Gerald to the ceiling. Cannot dunk Jelly Jams. Squashy being here to the challenge. That one's going almost towards the net. Evolve Sapphire still need to be a bit careful. They're only leading by 1. As RektGG Road Rash Assassin's not afraid to be aggressive, especially on those side walls. He's trying to prevent any of the solo plays here from Evolve. As this one up front, but Gerald will stop it there. As this one, oh, what a beauty from Gerald. And Evolve Sapphire took them a while to get another goal, but he'll still get it. It's a beautiful shot here from Gerald, right over the goaltender. Put a good amount of power on it. In a situation like that, he could have definitely dribbled it, but that's just to go for a shot. Maybe he just wanted to feel fast, I don't know. There's a miss here. Ah, no shot on the end of that one. And now look at this upfield. Gerald's trying to get the redirect. Now, I don't think he'll ever beat Jelly Jams to that one, but he was hopeful. Maybe he was hoping for a whiff. Rando with the clear. And Gerald, he's up this time. He'll be faster, but he'll still miss it. As Squashy last one back, he'll get the clear away. And now Rando following in pursuit, but it's still Squashy. Lunar trying to clear towards the corner. Waiting is Rando. It's pinched across the net. This one rolls its way up. Jelly Jams trying to find an outlet. As a lot of players committing here from RektGG. Squashy. Upfield, Rando is in the midfield. He's trying to get the dunk here. So too does Squashy. Evolve Sapphire have made a good couple of mistakes at the start of this game, but it doesn't seem to slow them down any bit. Well, maybe a goal will do that. This one redirected. Oh, what a beauty! What a beautiful redirect there from the Assassins. There's finally one mistake from Evolve Sapphire. They overcommitted. Look at that little one. He's spinning in the air. That final touch goes right by Squashy. That's something that Evolve Sapphire do like to do. They go up so aggressively. But sometimes they forget that they do need to play defense sometimes, and that the counterattack can be, well, that quite fast. They still lead, though, and now another double committed by RektGG. Gerald trying to find an in-pass off the corner. This one's cleared away. Rando. And up towards the ceiling. He's got a play to put. He's got a shot. Another double commit. Gerald will put in the open net. And Evolve Sapphire make quick work here of RektGG Road Rash Assassins right off the kickoff. It's just unlimited pressure. Yes, and for the RektGG Road Assassins, they never had time to get themselves set. So many double commits as they, again, the positioning from them wasn't ready. That's how fast it was. Now, they're the ones doing the kickoff. Jelly Jam's trying to answer. Lunar! Oh, he had a whole wide open net for himself. And now, he's missed it. Back the other way, Evolve Sapphire. And no wanted to get the bench. Flashy off the sidewall. He's going to be bumped. And won't try to continue his chase now. Jumping, I don't know what he's jumping there for. I don't know if he was expecting Jelly Jams to try to go for a solo play. Here's Jelly Jams off the back wall. Couldn't get that one in. Is now Lunar with the pinch. Flashy. Not a very strong touch. He doesn't have a lot of boost. And now, chance here for RektGG, but they didn't have any boost either. And now it's kind of a weird limbo state as everybody's overcommitted. Oh, it's off the crossbar in front, still in front. It's flying all over. Where's the shot from a Sapphire? There are bodies all over the place. Squashy now, it's going towards the net still. This one's cleared away. My goodness. Chaos in this game. Now here's a shot. That one's off the crossbar, and it's own goal by Squashy. RektGG Road Rash Assassins keeping this game close, but still, they're one step behind. They got a little fortunate there on the defensive side, but they kept fighting, they kept pushing, they found a way through. Well, off the kickoff, no double tap there, and this one could have been cleared away by Gerald, but he got bumped by a teammate. Now in front, Squashy clears it. As Squashy trying to clear it upfield, but cleared back. Gerald off the side wall. Jelly Jams Bring in the offense. This one off the back wall. No shot. And Lunar, he's missed a second open net this game. Here's the shot. That one will actually go in. Evolve Sapphire maybe got a little too comfortable there after that first shot. As it's Squashy to RKO Randy. And with that play there between Squashy and Rando, it's tied up as we're near the end of this game. Do the Assassins take a game win here? Rando answered back by Lunar. He'll take this up. Flip reset, stopped by Gerald. As now trying to be cleared away. Rando's gonna let this drop. He will take this to overtime. Sapphire have gone to these a couple times. They've won every single one so far, hence why they are still undefeated, but they still, you know, that hesitation from them. This is a team that just kind of work around each other. It feels like they are pretty comfortable as that net. Oh, Gerald's missed an open net to seal game one. Now back the other way. Here comes the Assassins. No follow-up touch. Rando will try to dribble this one out, but again, Lunar stopping him, but it's pinched away from the blue net. Squashy, low on boost. He's also now missed the boost. Might want to take that with him. As Rando, that's a bit dangerous off his own back wall. Squashy will clear it, but here comes Lunar. I like what the Assassins are doing. They're keeping the offense. They're holding the midfield. And I think it feels like they're just kind of waiting, trying to open up space here. Well, this is it. Gerald will get away the chance. Lunar, probably the most unlikely person to be shooting for these teams. He's missed 2 open nets so far. Those 2 open nets could have been the winners. Now Jelly Jams. Response back by Rando. Gerald on top of it. He's missed an open net himself in this overtime. No boost. Still fighting. Squashy. Have an awkward time reaching that one. There's now Gerald to the sidewall. Squashy trying to chase it down. Lunar trying to get the clear. This one, infield. Shot, not coming. Rando will be there to stop it. But Evolve Sapphire spent a lot of time on defense. Gerald, no boost. Here comes Jelly Jams. Follow-up shot. Dumped away by Rando. Saves Evolve Sapphire's defense. I think more important for them is not trying to win in a sweep, but most importantly, just taking this game one. Really putting the pressure on their opponents. As here comes Gerald. He's missed the shot. This has not been Gerald's overtime. That midfield's open. Jelly Jams. Putting one on target. Rando's misplay. That will end it. It's Lunar, the unlikely suspect. And for the first time this season, Evolve Sapphire drop a game. Things didn't look right for them. They looked like they were awkward in that overtime. And maybe it was them being a bit too, a bit too comfortable in the situation. But there was a lot of times where it felt like they just weren't trying to initiate the play. Instead, they were just reacting to it. And RektGG Road Rash Assassins are happy to take advantage of that. They're happy to take this game win. For the first time, Sapphire, they're the ones who are going to need to answer back. As we go to Game 2. Sapphire, for the first time this season, they're now losing in a series. We saw earlier this week, another Evolve team, Evolve Amethyst, lose to Royal Diablo Resurrected in Game 5. That was quite a shocker, but this could be an even bigger one. I mean, it would be a crazy storyline if RektGG Road Rash Assassins continue this, because for all Sapphire, they just did not look amazing. They are a team I think is built off of kind of putting in strong plays, putting in strong touches. As Mojo, I'm assuming that's mashed potatoes, if anybody. That's probably mashed potatoes. Game 2 now for Sapphire. If they want to answer back, if they want to kind of come back, there's a lot of work to do, because last game, there was a lot of plays where it just felt like they weren't really taking their opponents seriously, and when you don't take these seriously, the opponents are not going to let you go away with that. Is now this one in field, Jelly Jams trying to get the clear away. Sapphire moving back. And again, look at that touch from Squashy. Really, there was no option there from him. Yes, plays like that for Sapphire, they're usually so intentional with their plays, and you can just tell that these touches from them just aren't, just not perfect for them. It seems to be having some issues to them and their ability to go and create offense. As again, another good challenge there from Lunar. Rando trying to clear it out. Billy Jams putting one towards the net. Squashy will look for Rando here as an outlet play. There comes mashed potatoes. There's Rando. 50-50 with Lunar. No options there for Sapphire. They're just going to have to wait for the clear. Is Gerald off the back wall. Cleared away by Lunar. Jelly Jams here. Misses this one. Sapphire didn't really try to play proactively, and a miss here from Rando. Gerald up, but his touch doesn't go anywhere. Squashy trying to fake him out. He will. Rando now looking for offense for Sapphire. Might have to focus on their defense this kind of a series because their offense has not had a lot of time to work. That's something that I don't think Sapphire would likes to hear, but their offense has had its issues, and now all alone is Rando, but here comes a swiping clear. And that touch from Lunar going completely the wrong direction, and here is Rando waiting right for it. As, just out of nowhere, that touch went backwards as a raid coming in from Xeon. Thank you, Xeon, for the raid. Thank you. Hello, everybody from Xeon. How was your series? How was your stream? As Sapphire again score first, but as you saw from last game, it didn't really last that way for very long. As Gerald clears it back inward. Rando, I think he's going to look to try to harass Lunar, and it works, but Lunar still saves. Follow-up shot not coming. RektGG continue to hold on defense. They've given up only one goal this game, and oh, that's a huge mistake from Rando. Here comes Masha, saved by Rando on the line. Now he looks for a clear, but he doesn't get a touch he wants. Here comes Gerald, but that goes nowhere. Sapphire struggling to get the ball away from their nets. They've been playing so much defense this game. Lunar off the side wall. Infield. Rando won't be able to challenge it. Gerald will, but that won't go anywhere. Jelly Jams will. 50-50 Squashy. Goes across, and Rando, he's just right there for it. But again, the touch. You know, there's no intention with that touch. And Sapphire give it away. There's Rando trying to clear it upfield. Jelly Jams reading it up the sidewall. Gerald, another whiff this game from him. Sapphire trying to clear it away. It's off the back wall from mashed potatoes. Rando gets the clear to Gerald. Gerald, so much trust there in Rando. He was the only one who could have gotten that touch anyways. And had he missed it, had he made a mistake, there was no one there to stop him and help him out. As well as Sapphire. Looks like they're just posturing to take game 2 here. Rando, midfield. Gerald, he's waiting for it. Not a great touch there from mashed potatoes, but Lunar will help a friend out. Squashy trying to put one quick. He will get it. Squashy calls RektGG's bluff. And immediately just turns around and goes, take this. Mashed Potatoes was not ready for that one. And you can just tell he didn't have a lot of boost. And he really wasn't confident in that positioning. Now Xeon, sounds like a good stream. Love it. Off the cross. Oh, that one's off the post. Squashy couldn't put in the third goal for Sapphire, which probably would have ended this game had they been able to do that. Is Gerald. Challenged by Jelly Jams. As 2 players commit here for RektGG. Not RektGG, sorry, Evolve. There's Rando. And Squashy both commit. Here comes Jelly Jams, cleared away by Gerald. Multiple players committing. Lunar's getting bumped away from his shooting opportunity. And again, it's cleared. Here is Gerald off the back wall. No second shot. There's Rando, but that one's also wide. Lunar clears. Gerald should have let that one go to his own back corner. He could have taken more possession that way. Evolve Sapphire, they just work around that. And now a mistake. Rando, he's just keeping the ball away from RektGG. It doesn't care if he gets offense for his team, as long as it's away from the opponents who are trying desperately to see if they can take another surprise game here. RektGG, Evolve Sapphire, another pass outward from their nets. Squashy to Gerald. Tried it again, but mashed potatoes in field. Rando taking his time here to jump for that. It's Gerald. Oh, he's passed two. What about the dunk on three? He will get it, but he doesn't have the boost for the shot. But that will have wasted enough time for them. Evolve Sapphire trying to answer back here, and they will get it in game two. Game one ended a surprise. Game two, though, is a little more like the Evolve Sapphire that people would recognize. And you can see they're taking it a lot more seriously, I think, right now, because a lot less mistakes, although still seem like there are some issues from them. There's now Lunar's left. We'll see if he joins back. We had Squashy do that after game one to change his car. It seems like Lunar might do the same thing. That's going to be continued pressure from Evolve Sapphire. Is that going to help them out here? Lunar's still out here. We'll see if... It's taking him a while. We'll see if he joins back in, or if they go for a substitute. There he is. He's back. As again, they do have, Oh no, it's not actually Mashed Potatoes he's playing, it's Super Slow Mojo. There's Mashed Potatoes! I was just about to say, Mojo is actually Super Slow Mojo. They didn't actually have their captain playing for them. What happened? Wait, GG? My apologies there. Seems like they're ready. Just waiting on Gerald. But I thought Mojo was going to be Mashed Potatoes, but no, it's Super Slow Mojo, who is left now, making way for Mashed Potatoes. But yeah, now the captain's in. Both teams are ready to go crazy in this series. Oh, on rejoin Baka's mod auto GG. That got me off guard, I'll be honest. I had Baka's mod, I never did that. I guess it's because I don't really change my car decal. I also don't play competitively anymore. As Squashy looking for the clear out. Here's Mashed Potatoes in his first game. Not his second, as I thought he was Mojo, but no, that's Super Slow Mojo. As Evolve Sapphire. Now with a new RektGG Assassins against them. It's gonna mean that they're gonna have to learn this team all over again. There's Mashed Potatoes up the sidewall. The fake there from Gerald, allowing Squashy to go in through. Jelly Jams misses Lunar. He's backwards. He won't read it. Here comes Rando. That one's wide. And off the sidewall, Gerald, another onslaught. Looking to bump Lunar. He misses. Jelly Jams has nothing. And a missed shot from Squashy. Evolve Sapphire have been having struggles on offense, but shooting wasn't one of them. Except for, I guess, game one. Gerald had an open net to shoot on, and he missed, but the shooting has not been the biggest issue for them. And Squashy now looking for demos. When Evolve Sapphire do not like what they're doing on offense, a lot of times they will go to these demos trying to make the net easy for them. They're a team that will adapt, but RektGG Assassins have shown that they're a team that will adapt with them. As again, it's Gerald. Evolve Sapphire keeping possession so far. Squashy upfield. It will be redirected off the side of the back wall. Squashy again. Rando jumping. It gets under Mashed Potatoes. That one's not in. The Jelly Jams misses. Here comes Lunar. Rando and Squashy in the same place. Lunar again trying to get the clear out, but it's Gerald who waits. He's trying to 50-50 it backwards, but Squashy had no boost. Now Rando all alone. Mashed Potatoes made a mistake. No, he didn't! What a weird goal that is! What in the world was this? Mashed Potatoes, what a heavy first touch. That must have been what he was thinking of, was going for that dunk, because that's the only thing he could have done there. That is a weird goal if I've ever seen one. As now Masha misses, here comes Lunar, couldn't make it too. Then it was asking for another goal, but Lunar couldn't put it on target. And now Squashy, upfield, that shot only test Lunar. As now moving backwards, no one involved challenging here until that final third. As Lunar is able to make Squashy's life a little more difficult, but oh, what a shot! What a beat from Gerald! A captain pulling his team up with him. Seeing this weird situation, he decides, I'm going to challenge Mashed Potatoes, the third man jumping up. You thought he would have the win on the challenge there, but no, Gerald was a lot faster. Captain be captain, and we've seen the answer to that one as a follow coming in from Caramel 1K. Thank you so much, Caramel. Welcome to the Sportia stream. As now Rando. Sidewall, trying to fit the 50-50. He will get it. It's off the back. Mashed Potatoes is not going to miss that. The thing about RektGG, they haven't really made too many mistakes, and definitely not too many that have been countered. As Evolve Sapphire, that was almost a triple commit. Lunar. Second touch, but Gerald will watch him there. Rando misses this. Open net. Mashed potatoes. Doesn't put it on target. He really had that one. It was a difficult shot, sure, but I definitely think he could have had. And now here comes Gerald. All three players jumping here. Play jams will get collected. He'll get past Squashy, but here comes Rando into the offense. He'll let Lunar go for this. Lunar has now missed this. Talk about bad timing. Me talking about them not making any crazy mistakes. Lunar misses that one. As now Rando with control. Sapphire. A lot of one-on-one opportunities here for them on offense, but that's not really the offense they want to move in with. That's not the offense that they're used to playing. As here comes Rando. Missed. Gerald trying to back pass, but Squashy did not read him there. This shot is on. Saved by Gerald. This game stays tied. Something that Evolve, something that RektGG is probably going to be pretty happy with. But they need to hold this. They've been playing a lot better this game. And they are definitely the better team right now. But, how close it is, anything can change the outcome. As Evolve Sapphire. You're not having the best time on the boost game here, Gerald. Again, another attempted clear upfield. That one from Mashed Potatoes mishandled. There's Gerald. Gonna go for the boost. Cleared away. Here comes Rando upfield. Jelly Jams off the corner. Infield from Gerald. Lunar. Oh, he caught Mashed Potatoes off guard. Now he's trying to take it up. Rando. Right there. To follow through with the dunk. Mashed Potatoes. Now he's gonna get dunked by Squashy. He can't escape this Evolve Sapphire dunk squad. And now here comes Gerald. He is going to dunk Lunar. As that one's in field. Rando's jumping. He doesn't like it. He'll go for the boost instead. A bump. Mashed Potatoes gets through one. Gerald, though, will not let him get through two. And now, infield, no shooting options there. Squashy jumped a little too early for that one. Bumps by Lunar. As now Lunar upfield. Jelly Jam's looking to chase down one, but he has no boost. As Rando with the clear, stopped by Jelly Jams. Final seconds of Evolve Sapphire have had some late game winners before. They're looking to do it again. It's Gerald, back post. Lunar will collect it, and he'll flick it upfield. He's looking for one more play, but that may have been the wrong decision. Oh, they let it drop. RektGG. Currently playing a lot better, but in overtime, this changes things. They've won the last overtime. That was in game one. It came off a ton of open net misses, but you don't think about the misses, you think about the goals that will win it. And in a game like this, you don't want to go down against this Evolve team, because they're ones to just beat you down relentlessly. Squashy. Do it, Masha. Up is Gerald. Jelly Jams will hit it over him, but not offensively. Rando, another miss. He's had some issues here with his ability to hit these aerial plays. And I feel like Evolve Sapphire is jumping really early for a lot of them. Lunar off the back wall. Jance infield. Cleared back by Gerald. I'm sure there's a lot of nerves here for Evolve Sapphire. Knowing the kind of situation they're in, this team has them beat. Evolve Sapphire want to keep going. They want to prove that they are definitely the best team here. There's Jelly Jams. Past one. Rando. Sidewall. Second touch. Just a delay for Squashy. But a missed touch here. Miscommunication. Chance. Infield. That one's high and away. Rando beats two now. Cleared up. Open backfield. Where's the shot? It's coming from Gerald. And Gerald will win it. Evolve Sapphire. From a precarious situation in defense, they find and play upfield. It wasn't pretty. It probably wasn't even deserved. But they will take game 3. Now they're one away from keeping themselves with a perfect season. To go for... Oh, it's really testing everything all about them. Game 4. Both these teams have proven a lot, but There's still a lot of work to be done. They have not looked great. This is very similar to Evolve Amethyst. Earlier in this week, they didn't look very good, and they lost against Euro Diablo Resurrected for Sapphire. It looks like they're just reaching everything. Even though they are in the lead in the series, they don't look like they're in control of these games. And that is something that I think for RektGG Road Rash Assassins, they need to use a lot better. Because they're having this control. They're out-rotating them. But they aren't outscoring. And that's the issue for Road Rash Assassins. Sapphire here with a chance to win the series. Mashed potatoes. Gonna clear it away. And I think for Sapphire, they want to keep this unbeaten record. I think they want to be the best team, best of the Evolve teams in this Champions Cup. They would like to stay undefeated because Obsidian is currently undefeated, having only lost a single game. If Sapphire can take this one, they'll be tied up with them in that same game differential. As Squashy upfield, saved away by Jelly Jams. Gerald, and again, miscommunication. Evolve Sapphire, it's like they don't have the comms on point tonight. A couple times, you've seen those back passes, and in regular ranked, I wouldn't recommend them, but in a PvP where you're most likely talking with your teammates. Yeah, I don't know why it's 1-1, my bad on that, I'll fix it. There's Rando. Off the back wall, Lunar. What a great touch that is. Now he looks to clear it away. Here comes Squashy, but a huge whiff! Lunar's got a net in front. He's also got Rando. He goes right under him. And a miss from Squashy here. We've seen that happen a couple times here from Sapphire, where it's just out of nowhere, a random whiff causes them to make a misplay, and with the amount of trust they have on each other, that's going to put some strain on their defense. What could have been offense here for Sapphire immediately is converted away and is now a goal for the other side. Infield play, Gerald. Was worried about a potential challenge there, but now he's gone past two. Now here's a misplay from RektGG Road Rash Assassins, and Squashy will make amends. A double commit. Road Rash Assassins had a lead, and immediately it's gone back the other way. An unforced error from the Assassins, and I mean, Evolve Sapphire is not going to let you do that for free. As now it's tied up all over again. We're back to square one, everybody. Jelly Jams clears it up. Mashed Potatoes trying to put one on. Rando had to watch out about the potential follow-through there. Gets it away. Squashy pickpockets Mashed Potatoes. Now upfield. Lunar has to stop it. Lunar has been definitely an interesting player to look at because it's really been off of him that this team has either done really well or really poorly. He's got the only goal this game for them so far. I mean, that will most likely change if Assassins can get another one. But it depends if they can. As this one will be open for Gerald. And Evolve Sapphire doing their best bully tactics because, seriously, look at this. They're just harassing them. 50-50s, bumps, anything to get into their heads and make the net open. As RektGG Road Assassins, sure, I'm talking about them playing better, but it hasn't looked pretty for them. Themselves have had their own unforced errors. I mean, we saw that first goal from Sapphire. That was definitely an unforced error. This one now on, a double commit from Mashed Potatoes and Lunar. Gerald. Put one in. Pinched away. Set up for Squashy. He'll look for a passing field for Rando. I thought for a second he was going to go for a double tap, which... I mean, Squashy could go for those. I don't think he's ever going to hit them, but... We have seen some crazy things happen in Premier Championship Series. We've seen some pretty crazy things from Sapphire specifically. Oh, but Lunar, he's going to go through all three players here. But a bit of a misplay at the end. He will still look for the passing field. Here comes Gerald. Out towards Rando. Back flips. Jelly Jams upfield. Squashy through him, but incoming is Lunar. A double commit from Sapphire, but Rando will get rid of the danger. As upfield, Squashy misses this. Jelly Jams, that's going towards net. That will go in. What a goal from Jelly Jams. He'll tie it back up here. And then sadly, it's another miss from Squashy that will start it. This one was a little bit tougher for him, though, and Jelly Jams, great 50-50. Gerald was not goal side, and Jelly Jams, well, he's going to be the benefactor of it. And, I mean, they'll take any goal they can get here, Road Rash Assassins. As Jelly Jams upfield. 2 players jumping. I wonder if they have that same respect for each other here, Sapphire, because with how many whiffs we've seen from all 3 of these players, that trust, it's something that is integral to them. If they don't have that trust in each other, they're not going to win games. At the very least, it'll be very difficult for them to win games, even against seemingly freebies, although this is no freebie for them. RektGG Road Rash Assassins have worked their butts off to get to this point, and they're making it tough for Evolve Sapphire. Although I say that, and then Gerald is just full out of steam. It's just goal mentality. He says, "Why not?" That is a strange goal. We've seen a lot of ugly goals this series, and I hate to say this for both these teams. This has not been a pretty series at all. Both these teams, I have a feeling this is not how they usually play, because both of them have not looked very good. I hate to say that, because both these teams are incredible, and they're not playing badly, but they're not playing well either. But the mark of good teams is playing well even when it's not your best series. I mean, a lot of these teams, it's their best series, so they want to prove that they are still a top contender. I mean, both of them definitely are, even if whoever loses this... Oh, there's a miss there from Mashed Potatoes. And a free goal here for Sapphire late in Game 4. And the mistakes just keep piling on here for both these teams. As Evolve, 37 seconds. And usually in a lot of situations like this, they'd be a surefire win, but not in this series, not against RektGG Road Rash Assassins, who have looked really, really solid as long as they get the possession. That is something that they are having difficulties with right now. But Jansen feels Squashy just going to hit it away, but it's straight to Mashed Potatoes. Upfield, Gerald wins the 50-50. Now he's got a shot. That one's not on. Squashy trying to keep the offense alive for Sapphire. Trying to play a game of keep away, but here comes Lunar. He has been a living, breathing embodiment of this team, but that embodiment is now dead. Sapphire will win again. It wasn't pretty from them. It wasn't a series they'd like to remember, but they are still undefeated. Although for RektGG Road Rash Assassins, gotta give credit to them. The first team to take a game off these guys. And they definitely deserved it. They looked incredible. They looked like they outplayed Sapphire in so many of these games. The series scoreline does not reflect the actual series itself. RektGG Road Rash Assassins definitely looked like the better team in so many times during that series. But Evolve Sapphire, they're still the winners, and I guess in the end, that's really what matters to them. As, my goodness, what a series. RektGG Road Rash Assassins so close there to taking it to Game 5. So close to making that series extremely, extremely tense. As my hair is a mess. Why is it doing that? There we go. As, we'll see if we get an interview here with them. We will get an interview with, Squashy. And, we'll talk with him. There's definitely a lot of questions I'm sure a lot of you Evolve fans have for them. Sure, they're undefeated, but this is a series where they very easily could have lost. Very much. RektGG Road Rash Assassins were that close to beating them. They were. And I said it as someone who's seen Evolve Sapphire play so many times. Sure, Evolve Sapphire weren't playing well, but RektGG Road Rash Assassins took advantage of it. As, here to talk with us about it is Squashy. Hello, Squashy. Not your best series. I think we can all we all notice that, but you still get the win in the end. How do you feel?
We feel good after that win, but I played horribly, man. I played terrible, but we do feel good after that.
Yeah, I mean, again, and I was going to comment on that. You guys, I hate to say this, it wasn't just you, it was the entire team did not look good. we've seen a lot of undefeated teams struggle as the season goes on because so many people pick up on them. But you guys did not look good. This was not a pretty series from you guys at all. You still win it. What do you think kept you guys in there? Because it seemed like you guys still had that trust in each other, even as there's a lot of whiffs, a lot of mistakes, and a lot of things where a lot of people were questioning Sapphire, what happened this week? But again, you guys kept yourself together. What was it that did that?
I think just our determination to win the series and not lose, because otherwise I don't know what would have happened.
I mean, hey, you don't need to think about what happened because you got the win in the end. But oh my goodness, you guys had a tough one there. You went to overtime, lost it in game one. What was the talking point between those games? Because you had to keep yourself happy and energized somehow. What was the talking points in that series for you guys?
We just like try to keep calm. Just said like we gotta chill, calm down. We're fine. Just keep playing, play our game, and that was about it.
Yep, you rebounded. You took you took it in 4 games. You didn't go to Champions Field, and man, this series could have gone the complete opposite direction. But you get the win in the end. Now that you're 4-0, what do you think is going to be you guys something that you guys are going to need to work on? Because there are definitely things you guys are that other teams starting to pick on that you guys are definitely going to look at for your next matchup. Is there anything that you guys are kind of thinking about? Is there anything that you guys are going to try to focus on in the next couple coming weeks to progress further and to continue to be that top tier team?
I think just our comms, honestly, our comms a little bit more. Try to fix that a little bit, and our positioning on the field. And, how to. Yeah, that's pretty much it, because that's probably our main problem, that positioning.
Hey, you guys took the win anyways.
Position.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
my
My stream did not catch that. Say it again, because your mic had some issues.
I don't position that well on the field, so I gotta work on that as well.
Well, you guys now know what to work on to keep yourself going. Lucky for you, you get the win anyways, and you got a good amount of time to think about it. You got a good amount of time to work on it. Again, not your best performance, but you got the win anyways. Do you have any shoutouts to end off this interview?
Well, as always, shout out to Evolve, to all the Evolve boys, and shout out to Rekt for the great game, and obviously shout out to you for streaming it.
Of course. Of course, I am always here for you, and I'm always here to look at series, tell you what happens. I'm an analyst after all, but man, RektGG, Road Rash Assassins, gotta give credit to them. They played up to you guys, and they played very well. I have not seen a team get closer than them to taking you guys down, but again, you get the win anyways. You're still undefeated in the end. Again, congratulations on your win, and have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you, Sporty.
I'll end it here tonight. Crazy series, but Evolve Sapphire, they are still the winners once again. As what a weird night. I'll be honest, what a weird night. But thank you all so much for joining and being supportive. That will end off the commentary for this week. But don't worry, I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm always live. I'm live every single day. Everybody take care. Have a great rest of your night.